In the song Golden, there's a moment most people skip without thinking. Zoe is being pulled by two hands, one from each side, but you never see who those people are. And that tiny detail tells us almost everything about her childhood. Those hands actually belong to her parents. The way they pull her in opposite directions shows how much she suffered growing up. Her parents never stopped fighting. Every day in that house was just noise, anger, and fear. And Zoe, the little girl in the middle, had nowhere to run. She was dragged back and forth by two adults who were supposed to protect her, not tear her apart. This single shot isn't just animation, it's a message. It shows that Zoe's trauma didn't start with demons, it started at home, long before she became a hunter. And once you notice that, the whole story hits completely differently. There's another detail that's honestly confusing. Remember the flashback of Zoe during her high school years? She's sitting down writing lyrics in her notebook. If you pay attention to what she writes, you'll notice something strange. The lyrics are the exact same lines from the song Takedown, which she sings years later as a demon hunter. But that's not even the weird part. If you look closely at the notebook, you can clearly see the word demon, and right under it, the full sentence, kill demons. This raises a huge question. How did Zoe know anything about demons before becoming a demon hunter? At that point in her life, she was just a normal high school student with no connection to the demon world. The scene gives us no explanation at all. It's like she had knowledge she wasn't supposed to have. Maybe it's foreshadowing. Maybe it's a hint about her past. Or maybe the creators will reveal more later. But right now, this moment doesn't fully add up, and it's one of the most mysterious details in the entire story. But hey, before we continue to another detail, tell me, which one is your favorite band? If it's Huntrix, then subscribe if you haven't yet. And if your favorite is Saja Boys, destroy that like button. But if you love them both and can't choose, do both. Like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment your favorite character name in the comments. And let's continue. Remember the scene where Mira and Zoe take Roomie to the doctor to fix her voice? On the surface, it looks like a pretty normal scene. But if you pause and really study the walls of that office, you'll see something insane. Those aren't just random photos decorating the room. No, look closer. Most of them are actually the Saja boys, and not the demonic versions we see later. These are old pictures, all of them with natural black hair, looking completely human. Here you can see Ginu, Abby, romance and mystery, and here you can see baby. And that raises a huge question. What's the real connection between Healer Han and the Saja boys? Because if his office is covered in their pictures, that means he either knew them personally, maybe even treated them before they turned. So was he once their doctor, their caretaker, or maybe he was secretly studying their transformation? This tiny background detail completely changes how you see Healer Han. He's not just some random side character. He's been tied to the Saja boys' story way longer than we realized. Or maybe he is something more crazier than that. Maybe he has some relationship with Guima, and we don't know. Remember the tiger Derpy? Yeah, Jinu's pet. We all noticed how he can't walk away from anything that's out of place. Every time he drops something, like a vessel or any object, he freezes and refuses to leave until everything is back in its exact position. It looks funny at first, but have you ever wondered why he acts like that? The reason is actually interesting. In our world, most cats love breaking stuff. They knock things over, they scratch everything, and they basically cause chaos for no reason. But Derpy isn't a normal world cat. He comes from the underground. And in the underground, everything works in reverse. It's like the opposite of our world's logic. So if normal cats love to destroy things, then underground cats naturally love to fix things. Their instinct is not to break, but to keep everything neat, stable, and in the right shape. That's why Derpy acts the way he does. When he drops something, he doesn't walk away like a normal cat. He stays there until he fixes it. He can't rest until the object is back exactly where it belongs. It's part of who he is as an underground creature. So that little habit we keep laughing at isn't just comedy. It's tied directly to the world he comes from. And once you know the logic behind it, his behavior makes perfect sense. We all know Seline, the woman who took care of Roomie after she lost her parents. For a long time, she looks like a kind, caring character. But once you start paying attention to certain details, the picture changes completely. There's a scene where Roomie goes to Seline to tell her that the truth about her being a demon has been revealed to everyone. Watch Seline's reaction closely. She reaches her hand toward Roomie as if she wants to comfort her, but she can't bring herself to touch her. She stops halfway. That single moment says so much. If she truly loved Roomie, she would have hugged her, held her, or at least touched her shoulder. But she didn't. She pulled back because she felt disgusted after seeing Roomie in her demon form. And that's just the start. There are so many theories that support the idea that Seline is not a good person at all. One of the biggest ones is the theory that she was the one who killed Roomie's mom. Another detail is how she forced Roomie to hide her marks for years, making her feel ashamed of herself and causing her so much suffering and trauma. When you put all these moments together, it becomes clear that Seline isn't the kind guardian everyone thought she was. Everything points to her being an evil character hiding behind a gentle face. There's something interesting about the character's hair. In the movie, humans are shown with natural black or brown hair. But when you look at the Saja boys, you'll notice something right away. Jinu is the only one with normal black hair because he used to be human. The others all have colored hair, and that matches the fact that they're demons. Roomie also has purple hair, and she's a demon too, so the pattern fits. But here's where it gets strange. Mira also has colored hair, even though she's not a demon. Or at least, that's what we're told. Her hair doesn't match the rule the movie sets for humans. That alone opens the door to a big possibility. Maybe Mira is a demon, or maybe she hasn't awakened yet. The hair color might be a hint the creators dropped on purpose. It's a small detail, but it supports the theory that Mira's story is not as simple as it looks. And honestly, if this theory is true, the next movies are going to be even crazier. We should already be preparing ourselves for that twist in the upcoming parts. Alright, let's talk about one of the most beautiful hidden details in the whole movie. When Roomie cries, it's never random. Pay attention to which eye the tears fall from. When Zoe and Mira refuse to listen to her, Roomie cries. But only from her right eye, her human eye. That's the movie showing us that in that moment, it was her human side, her feelings as a friend, that were hurt the most. But later, when she goes to Seline, she cries again. And this time, it's only from her demon eye. That tiny change tells us her demon side was the one aching, the side that felt misunderstood and rejected. And then comes the most heartbreaking part. When Jinu dies, Roomie's tears fall from both eyes. Her human side and her demon side, both in pain at the same time. It's like her entire being is shattered. That moment proves how deeply she loved Jinu. Enough that every part of her, human and demon, was destroyed by his loss.